With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network tonight. Swift Motorsports Butt Kicker Ayer's iRacing Paints ARCA Menard Series heads off to Dover International Speedway, race number 3 here in season number 3 for the Ayer's iRacing Paints ARCA Menard Series. How you doing? How you feeling out there in TV land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave in the Cave bringing you all the calls from the track side tonight. Multiple drivers out there in qualifying mode already. We'll throw some of that qualifying information up over to the left-hand side of your screen. There you can see it right there. Ryan Branchew goes quick time provisional pole, sitting at a 23:18 out of Branchew. Ethan Mokwa gonna take the top spot away now, the 13. Fast time on the speed charts, 23:09. Donald Bennett in the 31, he's out on his qualifying attempt as well, the 13. There you can see him on the track. 13 is going to come to a stop here momentarily. Still got a few drivers out there left to put in their qualifying times. Looks like Jason Branch is jumping inside his car. We'll see what the 99 can do. He's went back to back here in the first 2 races in season number 3 for the Swift Motorsports Butt Kicker Ayer's iRacing Paints ARCA Menard Series 2 back-to-back races, and that's got him with a 10-point lead coming into tonight's race. We'll get to the championship points here in just a few more moments as we're about halfway through this 5-minute qualifying session. Jason Branch out on track. Donald Bennett going to slide in 12th for the time being. We'll see if Bennett can improve on his first time lap and gain a little bit more ground. Bennett, one of those drivers that's going to need a solid run here tonight as we kill that background music. Get ready to go. Green flag racing here in the next few minutes. What a run by Bennett. He's going to jump 5th on the speed chart. Jason Branch going to go all the way to 2nd, 23:10. Nobody going to top that speed chart right now. Doesn't look like we've got anybody else out there that's going to be able to put in a time lapse. So with that being said, race fans, in just about 2 minutes away before these drivers begin to head through pre-race inspection, we are going to step away for a brief commercial break, then down track side for the national anthem. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
So proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rackets regular, the boats bursting in air, gave
And back trackside as drivers begin to make their way through final pre-race inspection. There's a little look on board camera shot with that 13 machine down there on the starting grid, looking back over that iRacing pace car Ford Mustang. It looks pretty good with that iRacing logo on it. Otherwise, you know. Jason Branch, top of the speed charts here in qualifying moments ago with a 22.99 for the quick time. So Branch backing up the way things are going in the championship run for him so far this season. And while we wait for more of these drivers to trickle through pre-race inspection, we'll run down your official standings coming into tonight's race. Race number 3 here in season number 3 for the Butt Kicker. Ayer's iRacing Paints, ARCA Menard Series. Jason Branch with those 2 race wins. There you can see him top of the point standing charts. Kevin Burrows, John McMillan Sr. right there in third. Noah Owens, Todd McGregor with a podium last week was able to make up a ton of spots in the point standings. He's sitting in 5th. Andy Starcher, John Peel, Larry Poling right there. David Cameron, Eric Dutcher rounds out your top 10. Donald Bennett back there in the 13th spot, looking to turn his season around. He's had a rough go of it the first 2 weeks, qualifying 5th here tonight. We'll see how Bennett goes at this track. Gonna be a pretty crazy one here at Dover International Speedway. We have seen this be one of those tracks that can have an extended green flag run, but when something happens, it tends to be big. Track kind of funnels in, clogs up right there off of turn number 2, especially with that kind of roller coaster hill that it does have up there towards the high side. If you find yourself drifting off of the bottom up towards the top of the wall, you got to watch that transition as you come up over that hill. You know, it's one of those tracks, too, if you've driven it, race fans, it's one of those tracks that is, it's absolutely fun, but you have got to be on the wheel the entire time. No looking back, no looking down. You got to get it done each and every lap. A lot of focus to maintain the speed as well as the tires. That's going to be a big thing on this concrete track. Who's going to be able to save those tires and make them last throughout an entire green flag run here tonight? And it does indeed sound like those bells are ringing. It's time to run down tonight's unofficial starting lineup. Walking away, pole position inside row number 1, the 99 of Jason Branch. Just to his outside, the 13 of Ethan Mokwa. Lee Campbell, Ryan Branch, you back in row number 2. Row number 3 here tonight for race number 3. Donald Bennett, John Peel sitting right there 5th and 6th on the starting grid. Nathan Rogie in the 87 going to slot in 7th with Noah Owens just to his outside. Row number 5 here tonight, the 23 of Kevin Burrows, followed by the 22 of Timothy Smith. Starting inside row number 6, Big Mac John McMillan Sr. The 10 of David Cameron going to line up just to his outside in that 12th position, 13th starting spot here tonight, Logan Hartman. Justin Gann is in race control. Ronald Brown here at the track tonight. Sean Mitchell, Larry Poling, Christopher Confer, Don Kidder also up in the control tower here tonight. So a salute to both of those gentlemen up there, making sure all these drivers keep all the shenanigans to a minimum. Field rolls off of a pit lane. We're ready to go. Green flag racing once again this week here on the Turn 3 Racing Network with Swift MotorSports. There's iRacing Paints. ARCA Menard Series Field going to make their way off of the apron and up onto the track, get behind that Ford Mustang, and we'll get ready to go this time around. I do believe we should see that green flag come out this time around. Not going to take that extra pace lap. Looks like drivers ready to go racing, already setting the tone. Here in qualifying, Jason Branch backs up last season's qualifying effort with another pole position this year at Dover in the ARCA car. We'll see if he can make it a three-peat. Pace car down on away. Are you ready, race fans? Here we go. Green flag racing for the first time here tonight. Flagman's got that green flag waving. Oh, really getting a little bit of a workout here tonight. Your top three already stepping away. Jason Branch, Ethan Mogul, and Ryan Branch, you all right there, first through third. They get up through the gears in a way. Lee Campbell, John Peel, Donald Bennett, all right there, still rolling with each other. Bennett losing one position on the start. Lee Campbell also losing one spot. Drivers already fanning out, already getting a little bit of a distance between them. We'll go a little higher on the track for just a brief moment or two, give you a little bit more of that action on screen for these first few laps. And there you can see all these drivers packed up, running with each other. Kevin Burrows in the 23, he's going to look to make his way up through the field. Kevin sitting second in the point standings. Only qualified ninth. Looks like we've got one driver with a big lockup. Ryan Branchew in the 6 has a big moment. Doesn't look like any contact, but Branchew slow on the track. Get a little closer to this action, see what happened back here to that number 6 Serve Pro machine. Not seeing anything going on right there, so that's pretty interesting. Branchew just way out of the gas there. He's going to drop all the way back outside of the top 10. Now running in the 11th position, back up towards the front of this field. You can find Nathan Rogie. He's got Noah Owens behind him. They're trying to chase down Lee Campbell and Donald Bennett, who just took that fourth spot away from Campbell. Rogie looking to the inside now. 14 stuck on that high side in that MPI sponsored 14 machine. The 87 of Rogie drops to the bottom in 3 and 4. Once again looking for the speed. Not quite going to pull that pass off just yet. Drag race to the line. Clear. Rogie goes to 5th. Top 2 drivers have stepped away from their competition. Jason Branch and Ethan Mogul have stepped out to a 1.5 second race advantage over Jonathan Peel. Donald Bennett tucked in right behind him. Bennett looking to gain a little bit of track time, a little bit of positions through the point standings, I should say. By finishing well here tonight, it could turn his season around in quite a bit of a hurry. Looking at that top 10, Bennett not in the top 10, sitting, I believe it was, in 13th overall coming into tonight's race. And he is one of those drivers that made it to the championship night last season in season number 2 for the ARCA Menard Series, but unfortunately not walking away with a trophy and having a rough go so far this season. But a tale of 2 seasons for this man right here. Jason Branch leads this field. Oh, caution. First caution of the night here tonight at Dover International Speedway. Looks like we've got 2 drivers involved. We'll try to get that queued up for you. Looks like we are getting a thumbs up on that one. So let's check the replay. Oh, and there you can see Christopher Confer trying to save the car after being loose. There's the contact. And then John McMillan Sr., I believe, he just gets punted along the way. We'll take a look right here, see if we can't see what happened to that 51, checking up, slowing up, and ooh, that looked like Road America all over, huh, race fans? Let's take a look at this from the Turn 3 drone cam. What do you say one more time with John McMillan Jr., Sr.? We can see Sr. checking up a little bit, a little contact, and ooh, boy, he got, oh my gosh, that's hard impact right there for that 51. That's going to spell trouble for him. He's going to get it off of the track there. You can see bumper bouncing down this highly banked concrete oval. You wouldn't think it's as banked as it is, but it is it's pretty steep banking here at Dover International Speedway. First caution of the night coming out on lap number 8. That's going to bring the field to a crawl. Will it force anybody out of tonight's race? Big time hits for the 61 of Christopher Confer, as well as the 51 of Big Mac John McMillan Sr. Those two drivers going to be working from behind the 8 ball from here on out. Looks like damage control in order in those pit box. Ronald Brown in the 76 going to bring his machine to pit road. As to no surprise, he's the third driver caught up involved in that one. He's the one that sent John McMillan Sr. for a ride on his hood. So you can expect to see those 3 cars in pit road for just a little while. It's going to be quite a while, I do believe. And as we said in the pre-race, when something happens here, it's very easy for it to catch out multiple other drivers as the track just gets kind of clogged up. You can see Confer during that replay. He was trying to save the car, trying to save it all over the track, and just wasn't able to do so. Not enough room, and that's when John McMillan Sr. got into him, and Ronald Brown just not able to check up in time. He sent McMillan Sr. for a ride. It's surprisingly, these drivers able to get back off of pit road. Not going to go down a lap. My goodness, that's well, that's pretty amazing considering the hits that those 3 drivers took. Drivers ready to go back. Green flag racing this time by iRacing. Pace car lights are off. We're ready to set the field back ablaze. Look at that paint scheme on that 99 machine. That is a pretty picture right there. I do believe we'll get a story behind that paint job, possibly in the post-race interviews if we get a chance to speak to that 99 of Jason Branch. He'll have Ethan Mogul right to his outside. Donald Bennett going to restart in third, and Branch on the gas. Green flag flies. Once again here from Dover International Speedway, drivers up through the gear. Donald Bennett now looking for that second spot, and it's going to get covered up rather quickly by that 13 machine. Now off of turn number 2, drivers back down the back stretch. Looking for all of the battles, looking for every fight for position. Timothy Smith gonna pass Hartman for 10th. They'll swap that position back. There you can see Branchu all over Kevin Burrows. That's gonna be a battle for 8th and 9th on the speedway. Ronald Brown gonna get by John McMillan Sr. That's gonna be a pass for the 15th position on track. Started with 16 drivers on the grid. We've still got all 16 out there on the track. How good are these pit crews able to get those 3 drivers caught up and involved for their first caution here tonight, back out on the speedway, and actually have some speed in those machines to be able to compete. We've got a long train of cars here at the front of the field, gonna have to take a handful of laps before it gets sorted on out. Donald Bennett gonna dive to the inside, look to take that second spot away. That's gonna force that 13 to the high side. Ethan Hanging tough out there on the high side. Drivers beginning to bail on Bennett. He's going to be down at the bottom all alone. Going to be careful because here comes John Peel looking to take that spot away. Nathan Rogie not too far off. If somebody messes up, Rogie going to be right there to capitalize on that situation. Lee Campbell just behind him. Big moment for Kevin Burrows off of turn number 4. Now it looks like Timothy Smith may have had some issues. The 22 with a problem. He's going to head to pit road. We stay green flag racing now crossing the line to begin lap number 19. You take 20. This time by Jason Branch continuing to lead the field after taking the pole position. Ethan Mogwa right there still staying right where he qualified as well in that second position. Donald Bennett making up 2 spots here tonight. He's now in one of those podium positions, sitting in third in the turn 3. 31 just behind him, the 77 of John Peel. Nathan Rogie rounds out your top 5. Close battles back behind them. We'll jump back here to this one. Check it out. Noah Owens, Kevin Burrows. They're going at it on the speedway. Burrows down to the bottom. Looks like he's going to pull the slide job. No crossover. We thought we may see a crossover there by Noah Owens. He's not going to pull it. He's going to stay right there just off in front of him. You can see Ryan Branchew trying to make up a position on and Branchew into the outside wall. Trying to make up a spot on Lee Campbell, and Branchew tagged the outside wall with the right rear. Now side by side battling just in front of them. Look at this. Jason Branch likes what he sees. Donald Bennett liking what he feels. Looking for second. He's going to pull it off. He's going to grab that spot as they head back down into turn number 3. Has that inside preferred line contact. 14 gets sent up the track. Kevin Burrows, I believe. No, that was Ryan Branchew involved with that caution, as well as the 14 of Lee Campbell. We'll take a look back here. And there you can see it already unfolding, already taking place. There's Lee Campbell right off of the right side of Ryan Branchew. Throws it sideways, able to get it rolling. Flag band going to go ahead and throw the caution. We'll bring things back to a crawl here from Dover International Speedway. Back live with the drivers at the front. Jason Branch checking out that time as we had drivers side by side, second all the way through 5th position, all right there under a blanket, battling hard. And Bennett working and working and working to get that second spot, finally gets it done. Caution flag gonna fly, bring the field back to a crawl. Pit road is open. Noah Owens, David Cameron, Ronald Bennett, John McMillan Sr., Larry Poling, all to pit road that time by, and it looks like Miles has eaten one of these drivers alive here tonight. The 22 of Timothy Smith going to be listed as the first driver out of tonight's race and in 16th. And while we find ourselves under caution watching this beautiful Ford iRacing Mustang pace car go around this beautiful concrete track, do want to take a moment to say thank you to each and every one of you joining us here tonight. Whether you're just sliding through to say hey, or you are the dedicated fan, friend, or family, we do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by. And while you're here, while you're at it, toss these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. And, well, again, without you, there'd be no us, and we do appreciate each and every one of you each and every time you stop by. I tell you what, have you found your Turn 3 koozie yet? You got to get over there, check them on out. We've got some great summer colors coming out readily available for you. Check it out at Turn 3 Racing Network. Interesting to see about half of the field making a pit stop. The front half not going to pit road just yet, as we are sitting right at about 106 laps remaining into tonight's race. Drivers not willing to give up those tires just yet. Track position at Dover is king, and we will see that on display right here tonight. Ready to go back. Green flag racing next time around. Field should receive the 1 to go. Waiting to see what that Ford Mustang does, and indeed, lights go out. We're set to go back green flag racing this time by. Second caution of the evening after drivers get tangled. One goes sideways, able to save it. I'm not sure how Lee Campbell in the 14 saved it, but he's not going to need to save that driver's suit, I can tell you that. He's going to need to stop by the hauler and get a fresh one before next week's race. It's going to be a tough go at it after that one. I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure his eyes were wide open for it. Looks like we've had a few camera issues out there tonight. A few cameras going off the rails. Nonetheless, we'll get back to the front of the field as Branch gets ready to hit that loud pedal. And we get set to go. Green flag racing once again. And on the gas, green flag flies for the third time here tonight from Dover International Speedway. Donald Bennett tucked into second. No challenge behind him. There you can see Peel back in third. Now drivers making their way off of turn number 2. Long string of cars. That's all the way back to Nathan Rogie sitting in the 6th position. Kevin Burrows right behind him. Logan Hartman. Christopher Confer with a solid run, a solid recovery. Check out this 61 machine right here. Making some passes, gaining some ground. Confer, after being caught up and involved in an early on-track incident, he sits in the 8th position. Front of the field, all nose to tail. Jason Branch contains the lead. Donald Bennett, John Peel, Ethan Mulder, Nathan Rogie making his way by Ryan Branchew. Branchew going to grab that spot back. We'll jump back up to that battle. Check it out on screen right there. Top 2 drivers stepping away, but from third on back, it is a melee. The 13 of Ethan Motwell, he's looking to try to slot himself a little further away from this fight. Ryan Branchew able to break his way through. Branchew going to slot in a solid 4th spot. Nathan Rogie and that 87 machine sits right there, rounding out your top 5. Kevin Burrows has John Peel and Noah Owens all over him right now. That's going to begin to settle itself on out as drivers begin to find that rhythm here on the concrete mile at Dover. Oh my gosh. At Dover International Speedway, there you can see once again Burrows having some trouble. Peel all over him in that 77 Coors Light machine. Big moment for Rogie and Branchew. Burrows gonna jump on that one. Gain a free spot. John Peel also gonna take a position away. And it looks like we do have a camera that has fallen off its perch and down in between the safer barrier here tonight. We'll have to wait until after tonight's race to recover that one. We do apologize for that. Not much of a fight at the front of the field. Jason Branch leads Donald Bennett by over 1.3 seconds. Bennett now under fire from Ethan Mogwa, and as Mogwa's been able to run him down, that's bringing Rogie Burrows Peel right along. Oh my gosh, driver on his side. Did you see that? Oh my gosh. I don't even know who that was, but I believe it was the 61 of Christopher Confer. Confer slow on the track. Did you see that? Slammed the outside wall, slid down the front stretch on his side before landing on four wheels and riding off in the sunset. Hard impact for that 61, as he's going to now be very dangerously close to going a lap down, and he's going to bring it to pit road this time by stacking up right here behind that 31 of Donald Bennett, Ethan Mowa, Nathan Rogie, Kevin Burrows, Noah Owens, all right there side by side battling. From second all the way back to about ninth here, race fans. We're all packed up at Dover International Speedway. Race leader Jason Branch has set sail. Now has over a 2-second race advantage over these drivers, continuing to go side by side. Bennett going to get forced to the top of the track, almost into that outside wall right when we went to the onboard camera shot. Very close moment there for Bennett as he drops from second all the way back to sixth, looking for a spot to slot back in on the bottom of the speedway. He's going to be able to do so just in front of Kevin Burrows, and that 77 of John Peel still side-by-side battle for 7th and 8th. Woo, big moment there for all three of those drivers off of turn 4. And it is loose track temperature up there today. Checked in pre-race, 103 degrees. It has actually dropped. Some drivers just, oh my gosh, and we've got a caution. We've got a driver in the wall hard. Hard impact into that outside wall. Nathan Rogie stopped on the track after that one. Let's take a look back, see how it all happened, see how it all went down. They are giving us the thumbs up, so we'll go to the replay. There you can see right there that 87 gets down into the corner. Oh, and it looks like contact. Contact between the 88 of Noah Owens and Nathan Rogie, and that sent him up the track. We'll take one more look at it here, see if we can't have one more look at it from a different different vantage point. There you can see the 87 and the 88 dives down to the inside. A little bit of net coat to go along with it, but I'm pretty sure there was going to be contact on that one no matter what. Multiple drivers down pit road. Jason Branch, Ethan Mogwa, Ryan Branchew, John Peel, Lee Campbell, Ronald Brown, Christopher Confer, all down to pit road. Your top 7 staying out on track. Noah Owens, he's got fresh tires. 2 drivers yet to hit pit road here tonight. Donald Bennett and Logan Hartman still on the same tires they started tonight's race. Maybe keeping a set for a late race caution. We'll have to see how it all plays out. And as we do find ourselves under the 3rd caution here tonight, we're going to break away for just a brief commercial break. We'll be right back trackside for all your green flag action. You won't miss a thing right here from Dover International Speedway. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Back trackside after a brief sponsor commercial break here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. If you haven't been over here to the platform yet, you gotta get here. The world's #1 racing simulator. That's right, iRacing.com. If you want to race with the big boys, you want to have yourself a shot at getting out here with these drivers. They've got multiple different series. We've got K&N cars, trucks, Xfinity, as well as Cup cars right here in Swift Motorsports. And we get set to go back. Green flag racing, Ford Mustang pace car ducks off. Noah Owens leads Larry Poling off of turn 4 to the restart box. Wait for it on the gas. Green flag flies as the field makes their way up through the gears. Noah Owens going to pull away from everybody. Jason Branch going to sit now in the second position. Ryan Branchu is who I was speaking about. He's now going to take that third spot away. The 6 now into third. Close battle. Look at this one. Larry Poling in that 69. Big dive bomb. I believe that was the 44. Almost contact there with Donald Bennett. 14 of Lee Campbell. That's who it was right there. Driver a little bit angry here tonight after being spun. Just a little bit of contact sending him sideways. And now we've got multiple drivers making their way back up through the field after contact and impact with the outside wall. There you can see Nathan Rogi's machine damaged on that tail end. He's had hard contact with the outside wall going off of the front nose of the 88. Now leading this race. Jump around the track just a little bit to some different battles. John Peel battling right there. Right behind Ryan Branchu. He's battling with Ethan Mogwa and trying to take the 4th spot away. Mogwa started outside pole position. He has struggled a little bit here tonight. Now falling one position even further. Peel going to take that 4th spot away. And caution on the speedway. Looks like the 87 involved in this one. We'll take a look back, see what happened back on lap number 46 to bring out the 4th caution of the evening. Let's check out the replay here, see what happened. There you can see the 15 down to the inside. That's Hartman. There you see Rogie a little bit loose. Nowhere to go for the 15 as Rogie got loose off of the corner. And that was hard impact for both of those drivers. We'll go above the track to our turn 3 drone cam. Watch this replay one more time. There you can see the 15 down on the bottom of the track, hits the apron a little bit, but none to his fault. That 87 loose comes across the track. Hard impact for both of them. Looks like the brunt of the damage gonna go to that 87 of Rogie as he is already on pit road, already with the Sawzall and the hammers out there going to town. That's going to give us a minute to catch our breath for just a moment and look towards the future here in Swift Motorsports. Butt Kicker, Ayer's iRacing Paints ARCA Menard Series heading off next week. We have an off week for these drivers, as well as, I believe, 2 weeks off actually for these drivers here. Looks like indeed drivers taking a 2-week hiatus, and then we will hit the ground running June 14th from Daytona International Raceway road course. That's right, 30 laps at the road course. Then we head off to Phoenix and Kentucky to round out the month of June. So some big races coming up, not just here tonight on Monday night, the Monday night series for Swift Motorsports, right here on your home for Swift, the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tuesday night's Performance Motorsports Truck Series, as well as the Wednesday night Butt Kicker Breezy Acres Dairy Farms Xfinity Series. We've got some great races coming up for them as well this Wednesday. Wednesday, they head to Phoenix International Raceway, then in 2 weeks to Kentucky Daytona Road Course, then to the Lady in Black Darlington Raceway. So a lot of great up-and-coming racing action right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network for Swift Motorsports. If you want a chance to drive with these guys right here, check them out. Look them up on Facebook.com. Swift Motorsports. You can also find them right here on iRacing.com. Over there in the league directories, just type in Swift Motorsports. Get a hold of one of these admins and officials of one of these four great series they've got here on iRacing.com. Get your chance to make your way up through the ranks and race with the big boys. On Thursday night's gonna be one crazy season. Season number 3 already underway. This is race number 3. Jason Branch leads the field once again. Your pole sitter back to the top of the charts, looking to go for a three-peat if he can get to victory lane this time by 50 laps in to tonight's race. Glad you could all join us out there in TV Land. Race fans, if you haven't already, throw these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side to get notified anytime we go live. And well, while we've got a little short time, why not throw another little shameless plug out there tonight? Head on over to the Turn 3 Racing Network Facebook page. Check out all the cool colors. We've got the new koozies coming in. We've also got a few of those hoodies, t-shirts as well left, ready for your order. Just hit us on up over there on the Turn 3 Racing Network Facebook page. And we'll see you soon. You got your swag for the summer? If not, head on over to Turn 3 Racing Network. Pace car down and away. Field off of 4, waiting for Branch, and he is gone early on the gas. Branch catches him sleeping, and he's already out to a half a second advantage. John Peel down, looks to the inside of line. Branchew gonna force Branchew to the top of the speedway. Peel's got that 77 dialed in. He's running the bottom. Contact off of the front end of the 6. Caution, more drivers caught up in it. Oh my gosh. Oh, more drivers. Oh, they're still piling in here. My goodness. That caught out a ton of drivers. Wow. A lot of drivers caught up and involved in this one. Let's take a look back here. How it all happened off of the front end of Ryan Branchew. There you can see into the outside wall. There's the contact with the 77. Both of those drivers around. Hard impact right there. My gosh. John Peel involved. Lee Campbell, Ronald Brown. We'll take a look at this one. Drivers trying to make their way through. And how about this one? Donald Bennett almost all the way through it. And then caught up and involved late. We'll take a look at it there. You can see Donald Bennett turned to the inside. A lot of drivers caught up in this one. The big one at Dover. And that's just what we were saying, race fans. If it happens, especially off of turn 2, you better watch out. And it happened about halfway down the backstretch and then continued to funnel to turn 3 and nowhere to go for multiple drivers. This is going to catch a lot of the field out. Looking through, let's see how many drivers involved in this one. Just an absolute melee back on lap number 51. Looks like Ryan Branchew, John Peel, Lee Campbell, Ronald Brown, Larry Poling, David Cameron, John McMillan Sr., Donald Bennett, Lee Campbell, all involved in that one. Big time hit for a lot of drivers. And man, I don't think I've ever seen pit road so busy with hammers and sawzalls, and they've got everything out there trying to fix up these cars. There you can see that 69 of Larry Poling. He's going to look to take his car down to pit road, fix a few dents in that 69. Ooh, tough break for a lot of these drivers out there. Big time wreck on lap number 51. That's going to bring us under caution for the 5th time so far here tonight. Man, what a... Whew, that was a big one. I would say we're going to end up having a few more drivers join the parking lot out there as Miles the Monster, living up to his name, eating drivers alive here tonight. We've already got 3 drivers out of tonight's race. Looks like we're going to have a handful more join that list. Nathan Rogie, Christopher Comfort, and Timothy Smith already out of tonight's race. So the 16-car field getting smaller lap after lap. I believe Lee Campbell and Ryan Branchew both going to be, if not out of this race, they are going to be on pit road for quite some time, fixing some extensive damage here tonight. John Peel, John McMillan Sr., and Logan Hartman all going to come to pit road yet again. David Cameron, Ronald Brown also to pit road to try to fix a little bit more of that damage. And looking in at a few of these drivers, I tell you what, while we've got a chance, why not let's run down your highlights. Drivers running in the top 5, your Virginia Beach native, your points leader, your pole sitter, your race leader here tonight from Dover International Speedway. The 99 of Jason Branch leads this field and has run up inside that top 5 pretty much all night. Driver started just to his outside. He's going to start on the outside, or on the inside, as Branch takes the outside for the restart. Ethan Moga going to start in that 2nd spot. 3rd place right now running on the track, Kevin Burrows in the 23. Donald Bennett going to line up 4th driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania. Hard impact there. He's going to have to try to recover here tonight. Noah Owens rounds out your top 5. Larry Poling still out there running on track. John McMillan Sr. still also rolling as we get set to roll off once again. Drivers off of turn number 4 in the hands of your race leader. Branch hits the gas. Green flag flies once again here from Dover International Speedway. And indeed, Lee Campbell, Ryan Branchew have called it a night. Those cars pushed back behind pit wall. They will be scored out of tonight's race. We're down to just 11 drivers left on the track with 10 on the lead lap. Jason Branch with a good restart. He's going to set sail for the time being. The 13 trying to keep track of him right now. Kevin Burrows into that 3rd position. Donald Bennett still running well, sitting in that 4th spot, and that's still a good points recovery. And how about this man? We've got to talk about him. John Macmillan Sr. caught up and involved in the very first racing incident here tonight. Caught a little piece of that big one that took out a handful of drivers. You can see the front end of that hood still crinkled in, but the 51 trying to gain any points he can, running inside the top 10, sitting in 8th. Gonna jump back up the track just a little bit, head back to your race leaders, as Jason Branch has given up that top spot. New race leader for the first time here tonight off of turn number 2 and down the backstretch. Ethan Mogwa gonna take the top spot. Mogwa so setting sail, starting to move away from the rest of the field now, has almost a half a second advantage over Jason Branch there. You can see Mogwa beginning to get outside of our pitcher. 13 on a rail right now. He sets sail over Jason Branch. Kevin Burrows, Donald Bennett now losing some ground. Bennett falling over a half a second back off of Burrows. So now that damage is showing itself. Bennett struggling to find that pace. Luckily enough for him, he seems to have more pace than that 15 in the 88 of Noah Owens that are behind him. So if Bennett can keep this pace for a little bit longer, looks like he'll have himself a spot inside the top 5 here tonight. Battle here with your top 3 off of turn 2. Ethan Mogwa leads Jason Branch and Kevin Burrows. Right about 0.2 of a second separate each one of these drivers from another. Kevin Burrows not too far off of Jason Branch. Just about 0.2 of a second, and that's what Branch has got to make up on Mogwa as the 77 of John Peel stays to the high side, almost into that outside wall, trying to keep that Coors Light 77 up and out of the way. Peel gonna fall a second lap behind your race leader, the 13 of Ethan Mogwa. On board with Jason Branch as he tries to run down that 13 machine, just not quite able to catch him. You can see him right there. He gains a little bit, but then loses it. There's that gain on corner exit, but watch how much he loses right here. You can see that 13 set sail right there on corner entry, but makes it right back up again. Jason Branch starts to pull a little bit closer. Kevin Burrows right there in the 23 machine. He's looking to have himself a solid finish after walking away with a solid finish last week. Donald Bennett still slotted in that 4th position. He's trying to make his way up through the field as well. Bennett looking to finish in the podium spots if he can. Big damage there on that 31 machine. Driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, was able to get that fender fixed up, and it looks like he's got some pace. It's just a matter of if he can get up there to Burrows and then make that pass, passing at a premium here on the concrete jungle. Dover International Speedway. Miles the Monster eating up a handful of drivers here tonight. Ryan Branchu, Lee Campbell, Nathan Rogie, Christopher Confer, and Timothy Smith already back behind pit wall out of tonight's race. Here from Dover International Speedway, race number 3 in season number 3 for Swift Motorsports. Butt Kicker Ayers iRacing paints ARCA Menard Series. Jason Branch gonna take that top spot away once again, just 2 laps ago, he was able to grab that top spot back away from the 13 machine, and he'll set sail once again. Leading tonight's race, we've had a handful of lead changes, mostly between the same drivers here tonight, and with multiple drivers with damage here. Looks like the front of this field is pretty much going to remain the same as it is. Drivers pass the halfway point here. Lap 71 on the board, going to come around this time to begin lap number 72 out of the 130 scheduled in tonight's official race distance. And after Donald Bennett made a surge and a charge at Kevin Burrows, he has yet to be able to do anything with it, and actually has fallen back behind Burrows, back 1.5 seconds. Donald Bennett in the 31 beginning to struggle for pace. Oh, Bennett almost into the outside wall. He keeps it clean. Miles out there testing drivers here tonight. My goodness, it's gonna be one of those nights for a lot of drivers. Jason Branch continues to lead this field. He's got himself a 1 second race advantage. That's been one of the biggest advantages we have seen all night long. And I don't believe anybody's got anything for him, because it's gonna start to heat up for that second position. We'll take a look at that battle between the 13 and the 23. Ethan and Kevin going at it on the track. And as they battle, well, Jason Branch is going to start to step away even faster. That 1 second advantage already jumping to 1.3 seconds in just a lap and a half. So these two drivers, they got to sort it out. They got to sort it out fast, or they're going to give up a ton of track time. And giving up some more track time, we'll take a look back at the next battle on the track between what will be for that 4th and 5th position. Donald Bennett running in 4th, Logan Hartman on his way. He's going to get Bennett here in the next lap or so. Kevin Burrows able to make the pass for 2nd over Ethan Mogwa. Mogwa going to go back to the 3rd spot now as Hartman slowly closes in. He's going to be there in a lap or two to battle with Donald Bennett for that 4th position. We'll jump back to the battle for 2nd on track. 2nd and 3rd back at it once again. That 23 and 13, man, that was pretty close off of turn 2. Not sure how much you want to flirt with that one. They're going to stay side by side off of turn 2 once again. Back down now into turn 3. They stay side by side through the center and back off of 4 once again. Drag race to the line. Both drivers super loose. Off of 4, they'll stay side by side for another lap. And with that side-by-side battle, Jason Branch, see ya later. 2.7 second race advantage now over these two that continue to battle. Ethan Mogwa and Kevin Burrows, 2nd and 3rd on the speedway. And the more they battle, the more that Branch is able to step away. Battle for 4th and 5th on the speedway. Now heating up even more. Donald Bennett still sitting in that 4th position. But here comes Logan Hartman. Hartman was involved in that incident as well as Bennett. But it looks like, unfortunately for Bennett, he took a little bit worse of the wear after the big one. Hartman able to close in from well over a 1.5 seconds back. He's going to dive to the bottom. Look for that 4th spot side by side through 1 and 2. Hartman on the bottom, 15. He takes the spot coming off of 2 and down the backstretch into turn 3. Already a 3-car advantage. He got there and wasted no time. Hartman now into 4th. A little further in the field, but we'll go back to this battle anyway. Check this out. Here comes Big Mac looking for a spot on the track. He's going to battle for that 6th position, trying to take it away from Noah Owens. 88 caught up and involved in a race incident here tonight. You can see that right front fender beat in, damaged. You can see a lot of that right front tire as he makes his way by there. You can see it. That's going to be that's not so good for the aero, you know what I mean? Not so good for the arrows, that big parachute on the hood of that 51 machine. But John McMillan Sr. making it work somehow, some way, as drivers make their way back off of turn number 2, back down the backstretch. John McMillan Sr. still looking for positions. Race leader Jason Branch goes flashing by your screen. He's got a 4-second advantage now as Ethan Mogwa and Kevin Burrows continue to throw punches, throw haymakers at each other. Second and third side by side through 1 and 2 once again. Nobody wanting to yield, nobody wanting to give up the position just yet. And more importantly, last time these drivers were to pit road, your race leader, Jason, oh my gosh, the 13 into the outside wall. That's going to slow his run. He's going to lose that second spot to Burrows and lose a little bit of ground as well. Last time your race leader, Jason Branch, was on pit road was back at lap number 39, almost 50 laps ago, but the clean air is where it is at. Jason Branch, one of the fastest drivers on the track last time by, the fastest driver on the raceway last time by, however, was Logan Hartman. Hartman just about a tenth faster than your race leader, but he's mired way back behind, about 6.3 seconds to be exact, behind your race leader, Jason Branch. So Branch has got a little bit of ground to play with, knocking on the door of a 5-second race advantage. Back to this battle once again. There you can see that 51 and 88. They're still going at it with each other on the track. About 15 seconds behind your race leader, so they are very dangerously close to going to one lap down. John Peel going to bring his 77 machine to pit road, and he's going to be down there for quite some time. Peel already listed 14 laps down, and I do believe that's going to be an end to the night for that 77 machine. Looks like the hood is going up. We talked about drivers trying to maintain and just have some good runs here. These are two drivers battling, trying to have a good run. Noah Owens, John McMillan Sr., both of those drivers trying somehow to find a top 5 out of tonight's race after the carnage and chaos early here tonight from Dover International Speedway. Haven't talked about this man right here on screen in the Wrangler number 10, David Cameron. Quiet night here tonight. He's up inside the top 10. He runs 8th on the track, 16 seconds behind your race leader, Jason Branch, who is just absolutely gone right now. Branch on a Sunday drive, even though it's Monday night, he's got nothing in front, nothing behind except lap machines. And he's got nothing to worry about. This is where you can really manage those tires, really manage the fuel here. You got yourself a 5.5 second gap. You can be a little bit easier, extend this fuel run, extend the tire life. Possibly come down to pit road here around lap number, I would say we'll see Jason Branch on the pit road somewhere right around the 100 to 105 mark. And that will give him just a short stint, a short run where he can really punish those tires to the end if he needs to, but I don't think he's going to be in a position where he needs to. The 13 of Moqua has had more trouble. He falls out of the top 3 and now back to 5th as Donald Bennett makes his way by. Logan Hartman also made his way by. Hartman, your biggest mover of the race. Give credit where credit is due. This 15 machine now running in the final podium spot, up 10 positions from where he started tonight's race outside of your top 10, now running 3rd. Noah Owens, David Cameron, they're going to bring their machines to pit road for what should be the final stop of tonight, unless we get one of those pesky late race cautions. Ethan Moquel in the 13 machine, he's going to go ahead and come to pit road as well. Branch, Burrows, Hartman, Bennett, McMillan Sr. still out on track. Jason Branch going to give up that top spot and head to pit road this time by. What does Kevin Burrows do? He's going to stay out. Logan Hartman also going to stay out. Donald Bennett looks to stay out on the track as well. You got to do something different. And, well, there's about a 20-lap difference on tires, so will we see some of these drivers gamble and try to run this thing on out, possibly catch a few drivers off of the lead lap? John McMillan Sr. to pit road that time by. Kevin Burrows, Logan Hartman, they're going to come to pit road. Donald Bennett slows, he's to pit road. What does Larry Poling do? Larry Poling in the 69 machine last to pit road, back on lap number 53. So he is scheduled and due for another set of those Goodyear tires and fuel. He's going to stay out on the track trying to lead a lap here at Dover International Speedway. And crossing the line, he will take that race lead. Not quite a lap down is Jason Branch. He's at the tail end of this lead lap. There you can see John Peel multiple laps down, trying to get himself at least one of these laps back as drivers inch in, close in on the 30-lap remaining mark right here this time by. Gonna have 33 laps to go here tonight in race number 3, season number 3 for the Swift MotorSports Butt Kickers. Airs iRacing fans. ARCA Menard Series. Larry Poling leads this field under green flag pit stop conditions. When will the 69 come to pit road? Looks like he's going to stay out for multiple laps here as he's got quite a bit left in the tank. He's got everybody except for Jason Branch down one lap. Kevin Burrows a little bit back. There you can see Burrows just now making his way off of turn number 2. So about a half a straightaway before Kevin Burrows is able to put himself back on the lead lap the good old-fashioned way. There you can see big run. I thought it was going to be some time, but less than a half a lap. Rocket ship on fresh tires. Kevin Burrows in the 13 of Ethan Moquel, both of those drivers able to make their way by Larry Poling, your race leader, and put themselves back onto this lead lap with 30 laps now remaining. Drivers put 100 laps on the board. And I'm really digging that Army scheme machine right there by Poling. It's looking pretty sweet out there. Poling has had one or two little on-track incidents, but doesn't look no worse for the wear. As Poling continues to stay out on track, he continues to give up a ton of time to Jason Branch. Branch now has that distance down to just a 12-second advantage, and just look at how fast it is dropping, race fans. 12 seconds. We'll check it at the line. Get you some of official timing and scoring loops here. 10.8 seconds at the line. We'll see if Larry Poling comes to pit road this time by as more drivers begin to make their way back onto the lead lap. Logan Hartman makes his way back onto the lead lap, sitting back in the 5th position. Poling gonna break for pit road this time by. That's gonna allow a few more drivers to get themselves back on the lead lap, and the field will be back in the hands of this man at the front of the field. Jason Branch looks to set sail and secure the three-peat here tonight from Dover International Speedway. Off of the corner exit, back down the backstretch once again. Jason Branch leads this field. And as the field is spread out just a little bit. Do want to take a brief moment to talk about tomorrow's night's race right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network for Swift Motorsports Performance Truck Series. Also presented to you by BUTTKICKER right here from Dover International Speedway. 140 laps on the books for tomorrow night's race. And then we head off to Phoenix for the Swift BUTTKICKER Breezy Acre Dairy Farms Xfinity Series. That's going to be a barn burner for sure out there under the desert sun. 150 laps at Phoenix. It's going to be that's going to be an adventurous night track. Going to be hot and slick. Xfinity driver's going to have to be on their toes. Jason Branch, he's on his toes as he continues to put drivers one lap down. He's going to pass David Cameron in the 10 machine. That's going to put Cameron down one lap and leave us with just 5 drivers left on the lead lap with 23 laps to go. Big gaps all through this field, so why don't we go ahead, highlight, spotlight the drivers in the field here tonight. Your top 5 looks a little different from what it did just a handful of laps ago, continuing to lead tonight's race. Driver out of Virginia Beach, Virginia, looking for the three-peat after snatching the pole. He's going to put the most laps led in his back pocket as well. Jason Branch leads this race with just 21 laps to go as we cross the line this time by. Driver right behind him on the timing and scoring charts, Kevin Burrows in the 23 machine. He'll slot in the second spot here tonight. Burrows with a good run through the rear of the field, up 7 positions from where he started tonight's race. Kevin Burrows runs second. After starting outside pole position for the start of tonight's race here at Dover International Speedway, Ethan Mokwa has dropped back to third, has taken the race lead on 2 separate occasions here tonight and bounces off that outside wall. We don't need none of that. Ethan with a little bit of damage on that right front already. He's going to have to watch too much more of that contact, and that could be a problem. Mokwa rides in third. Driver back in the 4th spot here tonight, Logan Hartman, making a solid night out of what could have been a very tough night here tonight. Started outside of your top 10 in the 13th position. Now runs in 4th. Logan Hartman inside your top 5. 88 of Noah Owens. He's been battling with your race leader to try to stay on the lead lap. He's going to succumb to Jason Branch and be scored as the first driver off of the lead lap in the lucky dog position. He's now praying for a late race caution. That 88 of a Noah Owens needs some help. Still running strong, though, inside your top 5. That's going to do it. That's going to be all of your driver highlights as we watch your race leader, Jason Branch, or try to watch him as we've got a camera back behind the wall here. Branch continuing to try to put more drivers off of the lead lap. And how about this race, fans? Just 4 drivers left on the lead lap with 15 laps to go this time by Branch. Not taking any chances. He's looking to lead them all from here on out and walk away with his 3rd win of the season. He will be our first driver to visit victory lane 3 times so far this year, all the way across the board. I believe the only one to go back-to-back wins. We'll double check this here. Justin Gann was last year's Xfinity Series champion. We're taking a look here. Todd Cray won the Michigan race for the Xfinity drivers. Justin Gann gonna take the top spot last week at Las Vegas. So nobody able to repeat, nobody able to do what this man on screen has been able to do. take a look inside the cockpit here in just a brief moment and let you check out the office of Jason Branch. Riding in that 99 machine. Looking sweet out there for sure. Heck of a job driving that 99 all night long. Back off of turn number 2 down the backstretch. 13 laps to go, 12 when we cross the line this time by. There's a nice shot looking back from the driver, A Pillar. Patriotic paint scheme, patriotic helmet and suit. Branch looking good inside of that 99 machine. 2 race wins in his back pocket, looking to make it 3. I don't think he's going to have any problems. He is his own worst enemy at this point in time, this juncture in the race. Already well over 110 laps into the books here tonight. We are down to just the final 10 as a Branch makes his way off of turn number 2. He'll come back down the backstretch, and we'll have 10 to go this time by. David Cameron gets by Noah Owens for the 6th position. John McMillan Sr. going to make his way by Cameron and snatch away the last spot inside the top 5. Noah Owens heads to pit road. Late race pit stop. I'm not sure he had enough fuel. Owens pulls to pit lane. No battles to speak of. Drivers all stacked out and spread out here late in the race with just 9 laps to go. 8 when we cross the line this time by. Your race leader, Jason Branch, has been the class of the field all night long. He has kept it clean all night, and that has been the big key tonight. Multiple drivers caught up and involved in 2 separate big ones here at Dover International Speedway. And as we said in pre-race, when something happens, it can end up big because of the way this track just kind of jams up and clogs up. We've seen that happen 2 times here tonight. Multiple drivers caught up and involved and out of tonight's race. Started tonight with 16 drivers. We have still got 11 out there on the track with just 4 left on the lead lap, and Logan Hartman, he is going to struggle to keep himself on the lead lap. 17 seconds behind your race leader, who is pacing around the track at a 24.71 last time by. So just about 6 seconds behind. Logan Hartman's going to have his rear view mirror full here very soon. 6 laps remain here in Swift Motorsports Butt Kicker Ayer's iRacing Paints ARCA Menard Series. High 5 that time by for your race leader. 5 laps now remaining. Jason Branch, no competition, nobody around. Just got to be smart right here with this kind of race lead with nobody really in front of you. You don't have to worry about trying to put anybody a lap down. You just got to try to bring it to the checkered flag, and I do believe he's going to do so with ease. Jason Branch, one of those consistent drivers all season last year. And, you know, didn't go to victory lane last year until the absolute end of the season. And since then, he has been on a tear. This is going to be his 3rd win of the season, 4th win in a row. If you go all the way back to last year's championship night in season number 2 here for the Ayers iRacing Paints ARCA Menard Series, Jason Branch has got the hot shoe. Off of turn number 4, back across the line, popsicle sticks. 2 laps now remaining for Jason Branch and that 99 crew, bringing that special paint scheme to the track. And it looks like he's going to bring it to turn 3 victory lane. Back through 3 and 4 once again. He'll come to the stripe. Al Smith has got the white flag in hand. White flag, final lap for your race leader, the 99 of Jason Branch, your pole sitter, your points leader coming into tonight's race. He's gonna three-peat back down the backstretch for the final time into turn number 3. Here he comes through the center off of 4. Capture the flag. It's in hand. Jason Branch gonna three-peat here in the Butt Kicker Ayers iRacing Paints ARCA Menard Series. What a run by that 99. Kevin Burrows going to come home in second. Ethan Muckwa back there in third. Logan Hartman in fourth. And rounding out your top 5 tonight, John McMillan Sr. What a run, man. I tell you what. Man, right there absolutely was on a rail tonight. And we will see if we can't catch in and have a few words with a few of these drivers in our post-race interview. So don't go anywhere, race fans. We're going to get set up and ready to go as Jason Branch enjoys his post-race celebrations. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And back trackside, ready for your post-race interviews at the end of yet another great race here in Swift Motorsports. Butt Kicker Ayers iRacing Paints ARCA Menard Series right here from Dover International Speedway tonight. Let's see if we can't catch in and have a few words with the driver that walked away third here tonight. Ethan Mokwa in the 13 machine. It's Dave in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, man? How you feeling after a solid podium here at a tough little concrete track?
We're out, man. That was a tough race. I wish I would have been able to stay up front longer, but it's hard to do when you got somebody like Jason behind you.
Walk us through some of the on track skirmishes. How tough was it running side by side with some of the drivers here tonight? Was the grip really that bad out there? It looked like a lot of drivers were struggling.
In the beginning for me, I was pretty loose about 5 laps in, and then the car started really coming to me while I was on the bottom. And I felt like if I wasn't on the bottom, I wasn't gonna be able to do anything. And then about 20 laps after that, if you were side by side 20 laps, you had nothing left. It was that bottom was just eating my tires up.
Well, we did see you go side by side for multiple laps in a row there. I believe that was with the 23 that you were going side by side for multiple laps. Uh, Walk us through some of that. How dicey is it really being side by side?
It's pretty dicey, especially if you're up on top, because I mean, I don't want to give up any position at all, whether it be the beginning of the race or the end of the race. So you're just trying to fight it to where you get that run off turn two or turn four, and not get in the wall at the same time. And then if you're on the inside, it's kind of hard to tell how much room the other guy's giving you. And I was always getting worried about if they were getting loose and if they got in the wall, what would happen if they would come down on me and ruin my race. But luckily that didn't happen. I don't think I made any contact with anybody, so that's a plus.
It looked to be a pretty clean race for you and that entire 13 crew. So, once again, Ethan, congratulations on walking away third here tonight in the podium spots from Dover International Speedway. And before we let you go, would you like to give any shout outs, thank yous, love yous? Thank anybody on that 13 back home?
Yeah, first off, I'd like to thank you guys for broadcasting us and giving us a chance here. And Swift, this is my first season with them, so appreciate that. And then my buddy Thomas, he helped me during practice for a little bit. He's not in the league, but he understands these cars really well. And plus, my wife let me race and taking the night off from baby duty. That's always nice.
Indeed, anytime you get away from baby duty, it can be a beautiful thing. Well, congratulations on the baby. Congratulations on a great run here tonight. And we'll look forward to trying to catch up with you a little bit later on throughout this season.
You too. Thanks, man. Have a good night.
All right, there you have it. Driver walking away in third inside of that 13 machine, Ethan Mogwa. That's going to lead us to the driver that walked away second here tonight. Let's see if we can't grab in and have a few words, dial him up inside of that 23 machine. Kevin Burrows, it's Dave in the booth. Got a copy?
Got a copy. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? Following up last week's pretty decent run last week, from what I remember, but walking away with a second here tonight. How you feeling inside that 23?
I like it. It's doing good. Doing good.
Well, Dover is known to catch a few drivers out and eat up a few drivers. They don't call it the monster for no reason. How crazy was it out there?
It gets loose, especially coming out of four before you get to the start finish line. I mean, you gotta finesse it through there. You can run a little harder at a second, but or at a two, but it's tricky. It's tricky. You gotta be on your game there.
Well, Kevin, coming into tonight's race, you were chasing Jason Branch. You were down 10 points, chasing him here at the end of tonight's race. Unfortunately, not quite able to get there to him. How are you guys feeling about the rest of your season? Is it still high hopes?
Oh, always you got high hopes. I mean, he's quick. He's quick every week. He's consistent too. So it'll be tough, but I mean, you shoot for it.
All right. Well, Kevin, we do appreciate you taking some time to speak to us here in post-race interviews. Congratulations on walking away with second place here tonight. Before we let you go, would you like to give any thank yous, love yous, shout-outs, thank anybody at the shop on that 23 machine?
Nah, I reckon the wife and the daughter for letting me enjoy my hobby. I reckon that'd be definitely the ones to thank.
Absolutely smart, man. Thank the wife. That is absolutely the smart thing to do.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yes, sir, indeed. Well, Kevin, again, congratulations on the second place here tonight. We'll try to catch up with you a little bit more throughout this season.
Yep, I'll be back in here next time. Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Final few parting words from the driver walking away in a second here tonight inside of that 23 machine. Kevin Burrows finishes in second. And that's going to lead us back to this man. He is making a habit of it. Gonna go 3 in a row. Jason Branch. Man, I'm going to just make you a seat in the booth here right beside me.
I like it in the car better there, Dave.
I hear you. See, I could never get to victory lane, so this booth, it's fluffy, it's nice in here.
Yeah, I bet.
Man, that's going to be your third win this season, your fourth in a row if you go back to last year's championship night. You've got to be feeling like you're on top of the world at this point in time. I mean, great start to the season. Where do you go from here?
I mean, coming into Dover, I knew Dover is one of my favorite tracks. Tire management tracks are my favorite tracks, short tracks. And I came in here and there were some fast cars. I mean, every day at practice, there's fast cars. And then we get into the race and Ethan passed me there. And I was just talking to Ethan about tire management. And, he passed me and he got a little half-second gap on me, but I was watching him, and every time he came off the corner, he was sliding the right rear. And I said, you know what? I'm not even going to push it. I'm just going to sit here and let him burn up his tires. And when I get close enough to him, then I'll go by him. And that's what happened. And same thing at the end. I came out. I took it really easy. Kevin, I think, cut 4 or 5 seconds off of it. And then I just started pulling away from him again because I knew he was going to have to burn up his tires to get to me. So tire management was the game tonight.
Absolutely. And another game tonight was just stay alive. It looked like Miles ate up a lot of drivers out there tonight. How were you able to keep your 99 clean all the way through here? And tell us a little bit about that paint job.
Keeping it clean, you just got to stay out front. That was my whole thing. I didn't want to get behind anybody. I restarted third once, and the two guys in the front were on old tires just like last week. And I said, oh man, I got to get through it clean. But the paint job, we're not racing Memorial Day. So I want to do a Memorial Day tribute to my grandfather. I retired from the Navy. He was the only other person in my immediate family to go in the Navy. And he was in World War II on LCT 1181. I got all his crew members on the back. They actually they were over toward Iwo Jima, and after the war, when they were securing Iwo Jima, they were on their way back to Guam and hit a typhoon, and their boat sank. It was a little tiny boat, only 13 people on it. Their boat sank. They got picked up by a bigger boat, and that was the end of my grandfather's military career. And he came and lived a full life in my hometown, and passed away about 15 years ago. And so I thought I'd do a great tribute to him. I miss the guy.
Absolutely, man. What a great way to honor him and his legacy and everything that he has done by not just putting him on the car, but putting that car in victory lane. So again, Jason, congratulations walking away with your third win on the season in as many races. And before we let you go, you wanted to give any final shout-outs, thank yous, love yous?
I just, you're doing a hell of a job in the booth there, Dave. I want to thank you and Justin and Swift Motorsports for putting it on. My team members, 4X, iHeartRadio, Serve Pro. Also, another big shout out from my grandfather. This win means more than the other ones because I was able to put the car with his picture on it in victory lane. So I think I'm going to remember this one more.
All right, my man. Well, again, congratulations on a great start to the season. Congratulations on putting it in victory lane here tonight. And I'm sure we'll catch up with you once again throughout this season.
All right, I'll talk to you. We got 2 weeks off, so 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, I think I might forget your name.
I might forget how to drive.
I don't think either of those two are possible. So, yeah, Jason, we'll catch up in about 2 or 3 weeks.
All right. Yeah, it's a road course, so anything can happen.
All right, there you go. A little bit of fun there towards the end of the post-race interviews with your race winner, your points leader, your pole sitter tonight here from Dover International Speedway, the 99 of Jason Branch. And man, what a race it was. We've seen 2 big ones here tonight from Dover International Speedway that caught a handful of drivers out and put them out of tonight's race. Only finishing tonight with 4 drivers left on the lead lap, and it does, oh my gosh, producers going ahead and scaring us a little bit, starting that music a little bit early, so it's time to run down tonight's unofficial race results here in race number 3 from Dover International Speedway for the Butt Kicker Ayer's iRacing Paints ARCA Menard Series right here in Swift Motorsports. Jason Branch gonna put that 99 back in victory lane for the 3rd time this season. He walks away with the checkered flag. Walking away in second here tonight, the 23 of Kevin Burrows. Ethan Marquardt gonna walk away in third. Logan Hartman back in fourth, and rounding out your top 5, the 51 of Big Mac, John McMillan Sr. David Cameron gonna finish tonight's race back in 6th. Donald Bennett walks away in that 31 machine in 7th. Larry Poling back in 8th. 9th place goes to the 88 of Noah Owens, while Ronald Brown rounds out your top 10. 77 of John Peel finishing in 11th. Slotting home in 12th. Here tonight, the 6 of Ryan Branchew. The 14 of Lee Campbell gonna finish tonight's race back in 13th. 14th spot goes to Nathan Rogie. Christopher Confer brings the 61 home in 15th tonight in race number 3, season number 3 for the Swift Motorsports Butt Kickers Ayer's iRacing Paints ARCA Menard Series. And well, that's going to give us back to our 16th and final finishing spot here tonight. Driver inside of that 22 machine, Timothy Smith. Big tip of the cap and shout out to all 3 of our race control and admins out there tonight. A little bit busy with 5 cautions on the speedway. Big tip of the cap to Justin Gann, Sean Mitchell, and Don Kidder for all you do, not just tonight, but all season long over there in race control, keeping everybody straight under those caution flags. And well, not much left to do but roll up the cord. So if you haven't already, race fans, throw these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, smash that bell over there on the right hand side, get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether it's myself, Dave of the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters, we do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by. Whether you're just casually coming through to say hey, or you are the dedicated fan, friend, family, even sponsor, we do appreciate each and every one of you. And with that being said, race fans, stay safe, stay loved, my friends. And until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.